Good morning. Had loads of questions yesterday about how I actually got ready in 5 minutes. So I said I would come on and do a live and show you how I get ready in 5 minutes. Now it's probably going to take me 6 or 7 minutes this morning just because I'm going to be chatting to you guys. But like my hair's all over the place. I literally just have washed my face, brushed my teeth, have a little bit of face oil on, and I'm going to start by putting on my primer. So this is a spray one. I'll just leave that on while I do my hair. I'm going to wear my hair up today because I don't want to wash it. And you can see it's a big fuzz ball. So I'll just comb it through. And I'm going to quickly put it up. But see, here is all greasy. So it's stuck to my head because last night was absolutely freezing and I had to put the heating on. And then I woke up in the middle of the night in a ball of sweat, as you do when you're like in your 40s. So I want to take away from that greasiness. I have this texturizing powder and I'm just going to literally, it's the same as dry shampoo, so I'm literally just going to sprinkle it on the roots. I'm going to get my backcomb and brush and just brush it into the roots, get a little bit of root lift, not too much because I don't want a big ball of knots at the end of the day either, but I just want to get rid of that greasy look off the hair for when I tie it up. So just backcombing it into the roots really quickly, and it's just this piece here that I wanted to make it a little bit higher up, so come down behind it. And then I'll just use my big hairbrush to comb into position. I'm just going to get it bobbing, throw it up into high ponytail, and I have a couple of clips then that I'm going to just roughly clip it up into some sort of a messy bun. Smooth out these sides, and that back comb in there then will keep this from being flat to my head, because when it's flat to your head it just will look a little bit more greasy. So you can see I have a bit of a bump there. I'm going to pull that out a bit more, so just put it into a ponytail. And then I'm going to get the end of the back comb and brush and just pull that hair upwards. So it gives a little bit of definition to this part of my face. Doesn't make my face look really long because I have a square shaped face, so I kind of need a little bit of height up here so it doesn't make my face look really long. And then I'm going to back comb down the back of the hair, just get a bit of texture, and get 2 clips. I'm going to separate it out, wrap it, let those bits fall, and then twist it over, twist it around, get 1 clip, pin it in, then just pull that hair into whatever way you want it to sit, and then just pin in. And I'll pull down there as well, just to make it go across the back of my head so I don't have a big lump on one side. So I'm going to be on Zoom all day today, and what you have to remember is they can only see here or from here up. So I have a nice top on, have my tracksuit bottoms on the bottom with a pair of slippers, have my hair up. They can't see the back of my head, although it's not too bad in fairness. Probably a few stray hairs there that I could spray away, but I'm not too worried about it. Then I'm going to do my foundation. So I have a sponge, you can use a brush, and I just have my foundation here. I did get a couple of questions about this foundation yesterday. It is the LimeLife and it's olive number 2. So for Nave, that's the colour that this is, and you said that you might be the same colour. So I'm basically just tipping the sponge into it, and I'm just going to press it into the skin. So I already have sprayed hi Tammy, I've already sprayed the primer onto my skin while I was doing my hair. That's now settled in, and I'm just pushing it in. I'm starting at each side of my nose, working out towards the hairline. So as I get towards the hairline, there's less product going there, but it's concentrated in the areas that I'm mostly red. So around my lips, around my nose. I also do come over my eyes too, just because they are, like you can see that one is all red and it's a bit blue and a bit green in it and stuff. So I do normally put my foundation over my eyes just to even out that skin tone. And then starting in the middle of my eyebrows, just pushing it in. And it's just really fast. It's not, I don't spend lots and lots of time doing my own makeup, unless I'm going out on a night out and I want to look absolutely amazing. Then, and I just give myself that time. But in the mornings, don't have that time. I have to go and wake Lauren up to get her to start doing schoolwork. Adam's up, he's fed, but I have to make sure that he's actually doing his schoolwork, because I got a complaint off one of the teachers today saying his microphone wasn't working and no more, not working than the man in the moon. So now I'm going to go in with the glow drops. I literally just take one pump, bit on the top of that cheek, bit on the top of that cheek. This just adds a bit of luminosity to my skin. I'm just going to push it in with the sponge again. Just as I sleep on my face all the time, so I sleep on this side, that side, and I have these lines coming downwards. And if I start putting loads of powder there, it's just going to make those lines look deeper. So a little bit of the glow drops or illuminator drops just around the cheek area gives that nice sheenness, a bit of glow to the skin. And then I'll just take a tiny bit of powder, just clear, translucent powder, and brush it on down through the centre of my face, just to take the shine away from in between the eyebrows, down the centre of the nose, around the nostrils. Hi, Suzanne. And around the chin. So it just takes that shine away, but it still leaves the luminosity here, so I don't look as old as I really am. So just take away the shine. And now I have my bronzer. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to give a fake smile and just put it onto the apples of my cheek and up towards the temple. So it just adds a little bit of definition to that area. Fake smile. And because that's a big fan brush, I only get a little bit of the product. So I can see here I've gone a little bit too much. All I need to do is either use my finger or go back over it with the sponge and it'll just calm it down. I'm going to use the same bronzer all over my eye. So I just get a big brush, bit of the, just push it in and then just wipe it across, pushing it into place so you can see it's gone nice and dark because it's a stiffer head brush. If I was using a big fluffy brush, it wouldn't be as dark, so it really depends on how dark you want it to be. I come all the way up onto that bone. Just blend it in. Do the same on the other eye. Just pushing it into place. So by pushing it into place, I don't get loads of fallout down here. And I just work it up to that bone. Hi, Cran. So all the way up onto that bone and then just blending it over and back like windshield wiper. But I don't go really hard with the brush because if I go really hard, I'll get gaps in the eyeshadow. So I don't want to get gaps in the eyeshadow. I'm going to get a stiffer, smaller head brush, the same bronzer, and then just bring it underneath the bottom of my lashes. I like this. Not everybody does. You don't have to do it. I just like when the colour goes underneath. It detracts from the brags, but also you can see the way my eyes have, they look greener now because the browns and the golds in that bronzer really are interacting with the colour of my eyes and making them look greener. So now I'm going to go in with my eyebrows. So I just use a spoolie, brush up through them. We all have one eyebrow that's different to the other because they're sisters, they're not twins. This is the benefit. This is the most amazing eyebrow pencil I ever got. Has 4 different colours on it. So, and it's like that pen that you had when you were in school that had all the different colours. So yeah, it's brilliant. So I just come from the very last brow and go a straight line up to the highest point, and then from the highest point down to the end, a straight line, and then just tiny little flicks. And the same on the opposite side. So for the very last, straight line up, straight line down, and then little flicks in between. And then I just get the brush. Now, I do know that some people spend hours doing their brows, and that's because that's their bag. I just don't have the time. I think I've like less than 5 minutes to be ready. Going in now with the lip colour that I'm going to use. I'm going to put a little bit of it on my cheeks as well, just because I don't want to look brown. So if I do a fake smile, lipstick onto the apples of my cheek, just use my sponge, push it into place. Or you can use your finger and just working it in. Or you can use a brush, wherever you want. And just push it in. So you can see it just adds that little bit of a colour, so I don't look all brown. All. Lip liner is Bond Girl by Charlotte Tilbury. I do an X at the Cupid's bow. And then I come from the outer corner and work my way up. And what that does is it just doesn't drag down the outer corners of the mouth. So if you work up towards the X, it just gives you somewhere to point your pencil to. You get to the highest point and then you don't drag down the side. So I do another X at the bottom and work my way from the outer corner in. And normally what I do is I fill in the whole lip with my lip liner. And then sometimes I just go over with a clear lip gloss. Actually, that's what I'll do today. I'll just do clear and let you see what it looks like. So that's the whole lip filled in, and then we just have a clear lip gloss. And then mascara. And that's it. Zoom ready in 5 minutes. I don't know how long it took. It probably took about 7 because I talked so much. So mascara, I come underneath the bottom lash, move my wand side to side, like moving it side to side, and then pull upwards. So that'll get down into the root of the lash. It'll cover all those tiny little blonde hairs, and it'll make the lashes appear longer and thicker. So move it side to side and then just pull upwards. If you do manage to get mascara on the skin, just let it dry and then wipe it away after it's dried, because if you go trying to wipe it while it's wet, it's going to go everywhere. So underneath the lash, move side to side and then just pull upwards. And then for the bottom lashes, just point it up to the ceiling, the wand up to the ceiling, and then pull down through the lashes. Some people don't like mascara on their bottom lashes. I do. The only thing I find is that if I'm wearing my glasses, if I put on too much mascara, the lashes will hit the inside of the glasses. So for vanity reasons, I don't wear the bloody glasses when I should be wearing them. But that's another day's conversation. So there you go. I'm going to just set it now because I am going to be on Zoom until about 11 o'clock tonight. It's ridiculous. But this is not going to go anywhere. If you were to come on and see me at 11 o'clock tonight, it's going to look exactly the same because it's not caked on. It's just a really natural look of the makeup. But there's enough there, and the primer and the setting spray is going to keep it there that it won't go anywhere for the day. So literally the setting spray, keeping it at about 10 centimetres away. And just spray it on. So you're good to go. I'm going to go get on Zoom and hope you all have a fabulous day. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I know some girls were asking me about the foundation. It's Olive number 2. It's the LimeLife one, and it goes on sale today at 5 o'clock. If you need to be colour matched, I'll go on a Zoom call with you for 10 minutes for free and colour match you, or I can send you a quiz, whatever you want. Okay, have a great day. See you later.